Alright guys, welcome back to more PES 5 Master League. So, today guys, we kick off our pre-season campaign, but yeah, there is nothing we can do about transfers, just to start off with. As you can see, everything is greyed out. We cannot buy anyone either, so we've got to get through, of course, the first match before we can start having a look at transfers and whatnot. So it'd be pretty exciting to look through some of that, considering how many funds we've got there. Although the team salary is quite high, so obviously one of our objectives will be to bring that down a little bit. So let's play the World All-Stars, guys, then, in the first pre-season game back as we prepare for Season 5. So here we are then, guys. This is it. Pre-season starts here. A new season will be upon us very shortly, but we've got 8 games for you first, and there is Buffon. He's one I want to sign. I'm looking out for Buffon. I definitely want to snap him up if we can, but it looks like he'll cost quite a bit, though, considering how much we splashed out for Ronaldinho last year. You know, buying who probably arguably is the best goalkeeper in the game, guys. Won't be easy, but we definitely do need a goalkeeper. That is one of our transfer targets. So we're going against the World All-Stars today. As you can see, Ronaldinho is going to be starting this one. Guys, I have had a lot of thought about what to do with Ronaldinho, and you know, I kept saying that there was I've got like a plan for him maybe next season. Now, after taking the time to experiment with the team and different formations and whatnot, I've decided that ultimately I think that Ronaldinho overall needs to be played just primarily up front. You know what I mean? All I kept doing last season was experimenting with him and putting him in positions that maybe, well, he clearly couldn't play at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I could clearly see that, but what I'm trying to say is, he sort of, you know, there was that one game in the Champions League last season where he scored a couple of goals. I think it was against Stuttgart, if I'm correct. And to be honest, I think he's just going to be a centre forward rotation, but he plays either AMF or he plays SS, so he's just going to be like an SS role up front, I reckon. And he's going to rotate with, like, you know, the likes of Rooney and Mutu and Torres and that, I reckon, because you know, last season I think one of the mistakes is that you know, it's over the bar there from Mutu. I think one of the mistakes last season, looking back at it, was that Torres wasn't really there for the whole season, you know what I mean? We was missing him. He was on international duty at times, and we never really got to like see him too much last season, you know what I mean? We didn't see him last season as much as we saw him the season before. That was quite obvious, and because of that, I've decided that, you know what, it's probably going to be best that we just, you know, use Ronaldinho in a position that's, you know, would maybe suit him a lot better, because he's a goal scorer at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When he first signed for us last year, what happened was I was playing him on his sort of like preferred role that he played as Barcelona, and I didn't think he did too bad. But then it sort of got to a point where we started experimenting with 3-5-2 formation and all like that. And that was okay, that was all good and whatnot, but I don't know, it didn't really, this is good, that's going to be offside, unfortunately. Unlucky there. It was only just though. Yeah, so we started experimenting with 3-5-2 and all stuff like that, and then eventually, you know, it just sort of got to a point where we just, you know, we've gone with this 4-4-2 formation, and we've just kept that formation. We've kept that formation because just to get us by the last season, you know what I mean. And it didn't work out for us. There was too many games where we just didn't score, and we just couldn't do it. And you know what I mean, we need to learn from those mistakes this coming season. But the problem we face at the moment is we don't know who we're going to sign yet. So if we don't know who we are going to sign, we can't really experiment too much until we bring those new players in and sort of work out how they're going to fit into the team and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? But this is why getting this match out of the way first is going to be so important. and then looking at, you know, who we're going to be signing soon, so or who we possibly could sign, and then if we do sign certain players, you know, where they're going to play, maybe it may require a change of formation to suit it or something like that. But anyway, that is all I wanted to say. The other thing I wanted to say was, you know, we played this team last season. We played this amazing team last season. You can see they've got Maradona and right guard in there, and they've got Ashley Cole here and all like that. You know, they've got Buffon in goal. I think Ferdinand was playing for him last season. Is he playing today? I can't really notice. I can't really tell who's playing for him today. So you know what I mean? I'm not really too bothered. A win would be nice, but this is like considered the hardest team in the game to play. You know, when you put all these legends together. So as long as we can do good. I mean, last season it was pretty epic. You know what? I'm not going to spoil the result for anyone who might have not known about that result with them last season. But what a game it was! I'll tell you what, it was a great, probably the most epic pre-season game, arguably. So yeah, other than that, you know what I mean, because I've been sort of experimenting again with like 3-5-2 and all like that, and I thought it worked really well for us last season. However, it doesn't work well with Ronaldinho, and this is the problem. Like I said, I wanted to sort of kind of base my team around him, you know what I mean, like you know, to support him, and because you know what I mean, he's a goal scorer. He's meant to be scoring, you know, tens of thousands of goals, and that's Torres brought down in the box. It's going to be Mutu to take the penalty. Ferdinand is there. Can Mutu take the penalty? Yes, he will. There we go. First goal of the new pre-season, or new season, whichever you want to call it. You know, the competitive season isn't here for at least another 8 games yet, so Mutu is off the mark already. I think he's 29 currently. I think he's going to be 30 next season, if I'm not mistaken. He was the top goal scorer last season. He got, how many goals did he get? I think he got, was it something around 19, 20 goals in the league, something like that. If you add them all up together, he scored quite a lot, though, if you take into consideration cup competitions and whatnot. So yeah, well done to him last season. He was very unlucky to not get the top goal scorer in the end, but I tell you what, he did really well, and I was happy with him. You know what I mean, you know what I mean, he was required to step up last season. You know what I mean, after you know, like, because like Cisse is not really our. Cause there was a time when Cisse was sort of like, well, not really Cisse, I suppose. That, you know, it was there used to be a time when it was like Cisse and Schwartz. And then Schwartz has left us last season and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean, you've got to sort of make do with that. And this is going to be a ball in. It's Ronaldinho's head, and that's going to come down over the bar. I think it's definitely us, and Reece is in a good position here. And Reece is going to hit one. Why not? You never know. And Ronaldinho! It was a good effort. That was some good space worked there. Good little back flick from Haleb, but it was straight at Buffon in the end. Gerrard's going to whip one in this time, though. Let's see if we can score this time, perhaps. We won't do in the end, but I tell you what, we're playing really good here. Oh, they've got a man in a good position there, and we've got to get back to it, and we do get back to it, thanks to Ronaldinho, of all players. Who's, you know, he's fighting for it. He's fighting for a spot in the team. It was this time last year, like Mutu. We just bought Mutu in season 3, and it was well, I thought that was going to go in there, but he joined the team, and he kind of struggled when he joined the team. But then he had a really great pre-season, and he just got going from there. 1-0 at half time, not too bad. Could do with another goal. So the second half is off, with it being pre-season. Yeah, I kind of want to experiment and change the team up. I kind of want to put, like, I want to throw Shimizu on there. You know what I mean? A lot of you suggest that. Oh, it's offside. Who scored that one? Who was it? I don't know who that was there, but no, it was Kriff. I'm just going to call him Kruff. That'll do for me. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, a lot of speculation. You know, a lot of people suggesting that should get rid of Shimizu and whatnot. But the problem with Shimizu, and I've said it like a million times now, is that he's a good player and he turns into a good player, but he needs that time. You know what I mean? Really, ideally... Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, don't know what was going on there. The problem with Shimizu is that he is a good player. I really ideally want to put him out on loan. That's what I would want to do, but you know, I don't ever really see that happening. I don't think there's going to be any teams that are going to come in for him. I mean, we've not had any teams come in for him since we've like signed him up that time. So, and pick it up, check. Oh, he's going to have to boot it. It's still in play. And here's Iniesta. And here's Mutu. He's going to run past Samuel. Can he do something here? He's still kind of got it. Oh, it's going to be away now. I mean, I would take a 1-0 on this. What are you doing, Czech? Okay, that's fine. That's very fine. But yeah, coming back to the goalkeeper situation, we've got Czech and we've got Carson, but we do not have any other goalkeepers. We did get rid of Marshall that time to Chelsea, which I look back on it, and I think I said before I kind of regretted it, but you know, I mean, we can bring in somebody else. The problem with Czech is that his stamina always runs out quite kind of a lot, whereas a lot of goalkeepers' stamina don't seem to run out as much as he does. It's a little bit concerning at times, you know what I mean? Because there was that one time, I think it was in the Wembley game against Spurs. I think we brought him off that time because we knew we had like a big game against Arsenal coming up and all that stuff. And Puyol's keeping on the man here. Puyol's not letting him past. Oh, this is bad. If they get that on target. Oh, we got away with that. We've got to get back. Here's Iniesta, though, trying to get the ball back. That's going to be away again. We had a rock-solid defence last season with only conceding 13 league goals. I believe it was in the end. Or was it 14? It was one or the other, I believe. Here's Ronaldinho. Wayne Rooney's on red form for this one today. Was going to throw him on. I might throw him on in a little bit. Here's Haleb. That's going to be good. That's a really good ball. If Ronaldinho could get onto it, but he won't do in the end. And there's going to be a foul on Buffon from Ronaldinho himself. So Ronaldinho's running everywhere. I'm going to make 3 subs. I'm going to bring Rooney on for Torres. I'm going to bring Risa off because stamina is a teeny bit low. I've put Sergio Ramos into the left back position. I decided to throw Pereira on at right back for now. And I think it was Iniesta came off for Joe Cole. Here he is. So yeah, those are some of the changes. And if we can whip in a good ball here, that's going to be out again. And here's Rooney, who's still got it. It's Rooney. Oh. And here's Ronaldinho. Rooney again. It's going to be taken away by Ashley Cole. Terry. Here's Puyol. Sergio Ramos. Joe Cole again. Here's Haleb. And that's going to be a ball in. Rooney's header there. Oh, it was close. Joe Cole again. Ronaldinho. Here's Gerrard. Here's Mutu. Here's Sergio Ramos. Can he put it into the path of Haleb? Oh! You never know. You never know sometimes. I'm going to make a few more subs. I'm going to bring on like Fabregas. You know what I mean? I really wanted to make more use of Fabregas last season, but there wasn't really the opportunity to do it. The thing about this pre-season is I know it's tempting to buy a lot of players. And I know I say a lot of things as well, but I kind of want to shorten the squad down. That's something I really need to do, and I think what we're going to be doing is releasing players if we can't like get rid of some of them in the end. And here's Mutu. Yes, and it's Mutu who makes it 2-0. And I tell you what, it was a pretty epic game last season. This, you know what I mean? We had a bit of a leaky defence, but this time around. It's been a lot better for us. Like, you know what I mean? I think we've been a little bit better defensively. I think I have to say that, at least. And Joe Cole was on it there. He found Mutu in a little bit of space, took it away from the defender, hit it into the bottom corner. And that's more like it. That's what we want to see, isn't it? So, yes. Yeah, other than that, there's not too much else to say. You know, we need a defensive midfielder as well. I think I have to agree with that. All we've really got is Sissoko. We had to even use Heitinga in that position at times last season. Something I particularly don't really want to do. You know what I mean? Or maybe even we might find a formation where we don't particularly need a defensive midfielder. Possibly. But I think it would be kind of nice to just bring one in anyway. Check gathers up. And you know, it might be a benefit just to bring one in. It might be a thing where maybe we scout some younger players maybe and see if we can start building some younger players up or something. And here's Mutu, who's gonna get the hat trick? Hat trick hero today is Mutu. Unbelievable. 3 goals against Buffon for him. And it's only the first day, first day of the pre-season. Yeah, Mertesacker is on, by the way. If you didn't know that, he's on because well, for the simple reason that you know, Carragher's going to be leaving the club more than likely. I think it's definite now that Carragher will be leaving, because I don't really see him a part of the team. You know what I mean? Mertesacker was signed last summer, and every time he's played all right. There was maybe 1 or 2 dodgy games, I think, last season, if I recall. But other than that, you know, it's a very decent player, and he pretty much already is his stand-in replacement. So, you know, defensively, I really don't believe that we need anybody else, unless it's very tempting to maybe like sign 1 or 2 players or whatever. Well, maybe just 1 player if. But you know, I think really, Gerrard. Oh. Too much power in the end. I think particularly all I want to do is get a new goalkeeper, maybe defensive midfielder. I don't know, maybe like a new. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe somebody who can play like a wing back position or something. Maybe, because I think other than that we're okay. That was a fantastic game though. Really great result. No need to worry about anything there. Mutu, the man of the match. For sure. Scored all the goals in the match in a textbook performance. I agree with that. None of their team really stood out at all. Like, look at this, 5.5, the odd 6.5 there, 6.6. No, nothing really stood out there. These guys came on. Fabregas looks like he did something there, confused the opposition with unpredictable passing. Did he get an assist or something towards the end? Wasn't it his pass that cut down to Mutu? Like the formation we're playing, I think it works well, to be honest, guys. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Sergio Ramos had one of the best games he's ever had for us, 7.5, and this is against World All-Stars, so can't have been bad. Anyway, guys, we've had some offers for Risa here. Now, he's someone that I do not want to get rid of, but we'll take a look at what they've offered anyway. Before we do that, though, we do have to go through some contract renewals, so yeah, Sergio Ramos, you know what, I don't think, no, I'm going to take him off that because I don't want to get rid of him. And we're going to enter Carragher for possible transfer, of course. Like I say, what we can do is enter some of these players. I'm going to even enter Palm as well because, you know, I mean, look at them stats, but I don't know. I feel like we could maybe just like do by maybe selling him or something. I'm not sure. Like, look at this, 19 years of age, Shimizu, and look at them stats. You know what I mean? He should be doing better, really, shouldn't he? His stamina, he does suffer with his stamina a little bit and whatnot. But yeah, don't know if to enter him for a possible transfer or not. To be honest, I don't know. I really just don't know. Well, yeah, we've got contract renewals here, so we'll renew Carson's. We'll definitely do that, that's for sure. And Risa, let's see what's happened here. They've offered 9,336 Sampdoria. That's quite some offer there. Oh, and all Olympiacos have offered nearly 10,000 for Risa. That is quite a lot of money there when you consider that we've also got 75,000, well, pretty much 75,000. That would give us nearly 85,000 coming up to if we did sell him. Personally, I really don't want to get rid of Risa at all. I really, honestly don't want to. But let me know what you guys think. Anyway, before we get into ending this episode, we're going to have a look at some of the negotiations. So let's have a look quickly. Now, I always do this, guys. I always do this. I always go to open to negotiate first, because you never know who's going to be there and who is going to want to come to your team. And as you can see, we got Maradona here, but the problem is, do you think Maradona might turn out like Palm? You know what I mean? It's like, all we've got to do is negotiate a contract with him. You know what I mean? We've already got, you know, we've got Rooney, we've got Ronaldinho, we've got Torres, we've got Mewtwo. You know, it's like, do we really need another striker? You know what I mean? We're trying to get rid of Cisse and etc. at the moment. We've got Saviola here. So yeah, I mean, I personally am not too sure about this. I'm really not sure. I mean, we've got Rosicki here, but again, I don't think we need, like, you know, we don't really need midfield. Maybe a defensive midfielder. Rosicki can play defensive midfield, according to that. You know, Beckenbauer can too. In fact, he could play defense as well. Beckenbauer, that might be an option, guys. Who knows? That might be an option. Cantona, you know what I mean? It's pretty much all just these, you know, like former legends and stuff that are available at this moment. It's like nothing's really changed since last time. Lugano here, who's not too bad. So let me know what you think before we get into anything. Johan Pelle here. I think, you know what, I might apply for that. See if I can get that keeper. Maybe. Let's have a look. Let's have a look quickly at yes, Juventus, Buffon. Oh, he's negotiating a new contract at the moment, so yeah, I don't know about that. So we'll have to maybe get back to you on that one. But you know what, we definitely need a new keeper. We're going to be playing against Schwartz soon. You know what I mean? Bring back Schwartz, everybody says. You know, bring him back. Bring back Chiladino. You know, I kind of have regrets about that still. How is he getting on? What's his value? Where is he? They can't have. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I do. I kind of regret that. I kind of regret that. But what's done is done. You know, things move on. Yeah. So anyway, really quickly, we'll go through the future potential. So we've got Lineker, Chu Young. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, he can play centre forward, SS, winger as well. You know, Barnes, Kaiser. 17 years of age. Might be an idea to bring him in. You know what I mean? He can play attacking midfield side. He can play anywhere in the midfield. He can even play wing back. That could be an answer to some of our problems there, guys. He's only 17. He'll get better and better and better. So maybe we could just negotiate a contract for him. That might be a good idea, doing that, I reckon. I don't know. Akinvi, a very good keeper. That might be an idea. I mean, he's 22 years of age, and all stuff like that. Yeah, again, comes back to what maybe some of you guys think. Really quickly, before we end off this episode, let's have a look through newcomers first of all, see if there's anybody here. I think that's David James, but he's regenerated. Littman in there. some ledges, guys. Bearcamp's regen, 2-year speed, K Campbell. I mean, there's quite a lot of them. They all should be like 17 and that. Yeah, let's just go Chiesa. No, that's him again there. That might. I'll tell you what, that could be a good one. Hewlands, of course, the legendary Hewlands, guys. So yeah, yeah, not too much there. Let's. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? Now, we've got others and stuff like that and edited players, but there's really nothing too much on here. 75 pages, you know what I mean? You could be there forever going through that. Here we go, non-affiliated, 7 pages of non-affiliated here. So we've got Melberg, who's 31. Where can he play? DMF, SB and CB. We got Yaya Toure here. How old is he? 25, guys. Look at them stats. Nothing like he is in real life there. Figo's available. Interesting. Very interesting. But his stats have all like gone right down. there's not a lot there that he can give, is there anymore? I mean, his free kick and all that is really good. Buffel here. We've got Crespo, who's up for a free transfer, 33 years of age, so he's been released by Chelsea. Could be an idea, you know, just for a backup striker or something like that. Maybe, you know, like a lot of teams do bring in sort of like older players, don't they, at times. This guy right here, this budget. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, I don't think. Budgetava is what I'm going to say. 24, not bad stats. Where can he play? AMF and SS. Decent. Maradona, I mean, you're all going to shout Maradona at me with all them stats, but, you know, I guess we'll maybe see. Because the thing was, Maradona, I think in PES 6 he was called Malgani or something like that, and I snapped him up and he was absolutely 100% amazing. And I tell you what, we do right to get Maradona, to be honest. You know what I mean? Even if we have got enough strikers, I reckon we should maybe buy him, possibly. You never know, we could buy him, he might be really good, and then in January we, you know, sell like Rooney or someone. You know what I mean? If you know, Maradona outshines any of our strikers or whatever. This Querant here looks pretty decent. Let's move on to the next page though. Hurst, Charlton. It's crazy, isn't it? Barnes. You know what I mean? They've pretty much all regen. There's not a whole lot. Like apart from like the legends and that Torsen there, who's a very good player too. Shilton, Adams, Dean, Wright, Gascoigne. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy stuff. Crazy argue there who's negotiating with someone or other. Tardelli there, not too bad. The thing is, I don't kind of want to sign too many legends, but you know what I mean. I ultimately decided in the last transfer window that I would allow legends to be signed, just for the simple reason that they are a part of the game. You know, in PES 6, you have the option to turn that off. So you know, I decided why not then. I might as well, if they are part of the game by default, I'll just allow them in. We've got Mancini here. Yeah. Not too much else. I see this guy we just played against, and he had a pretty good game. Look at that! He can play every position apart from goalkeeper. Like, what? What is that? He can play every position. We need him, man. We need him. We need to sign him up, like, big time. Like, holy crap. Like, who the hell plays nearly every position? Do you know what, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It really is just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Page 6 here then. We're nearly done now, guys. So, Kushak. What a ledge. PES 6 ledge, of course. Looks like McBride has been released by Fulham. Lapoli, he's that... Oh, Arsenal have actually released him. That's kind of interesting because he's a very young player in this game, and I've always wondered how he sort of develops, and he's up for a free there. Van Basten's there. What can he play? Just centre forward. Yeah, too right. Too right. Dealer Red there. Look, I think he used to play for Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like he's been released. So, you know what I mean? It is good going through some of these and finding out who has been released and whatnot. But that's pretty much it, guys. So let me know what you think about some of these players, guys, that are here. Crespo, man. You know what I mean? His stats not looking great anymore, but, you know, I don't know. You know, we picked up Van Bronckhorst last year, and it was absolutely fantastic, guys. So let me know what you think about that. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys. So please do comment, rate, subscribe, and share as always. Join us next time for the Barcelona game as we continue pre-season and put in some bids for some players. Thanks for watching, and take care.